Have you ever wondered, how long will I live? It's a question that crosses all our minds at some point. But what if I told you there are clear signs that can predict your life expectancy? That's right, it's not just about luck. There are physical and lifestyle clues that reveal a lot about your future. I remember a friend of mine who, when he turned 70, started feeling more tired and less flexible. But instead of worrying, he recognized something interesting. He realized that he could actually predict his future based on what his body was telling him. Today, I want to share with you 7 signs that could help you know if you're on track to live to 100. Imagine walking through a peaceful park in the early morning, your steps light and your smile wide. That's the image of good health and longevity we all dream of. We all want to live a long, healthy life, right? But how do you know if you're truly on the right path? The thing is, if you're not paying attention to these signs, you might miss important warnings from your body. One day, you'll wake up and realize that you've missed many chances to improve your health. In today's video, I'm going to share 7 crucial signs that can tell you how long you might live. You'll get insights based on science and practical tips to help improve your quality of life. Studies have shown that these signs are truly predictive of longevity. I'll break down each one for you and explain why they matter. Before we dive into the details, I want you to think about your own health for a moment. How are you feeling lately? Are you noticing any changes in your body? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Sign number 1, stable physical condition. We've all been there. You wake up feeling drained, unable to shake off that feeling of fatigue no matter how much rest you get. Over time, you might even start to think that it's just a part of getting older. But what if I told you that fatigue and a lack of energy could actually be a sign that your body is struggling with something more serious? It's easy to write off tiredness as just getting older, but your body is actually trying to tell you something important. If you're constantly feeling worn out or lacking energy, it might be an indication that your overall health isn't as stable as it could be. I want to tell you a story about a woman named Mary. She's 74, and for years, she thought being tired all the time was just the reality of aging. Mary loved to garden, but after just a couple of hours in the yard, she'd feel completely wiped out. Her back ached, her legs felt heavy, and all she wanted to do was rest. She couldn't enjoy her gardening the way she used to, and honestly, she felt discouraged. But one day, she decided to take action. Mary had heard how important it was to stay active, so she started walking every morning. At first, it was tough. She wasn't used to it, and even the short walks left her winded. But Mary didn't give up. She kept at it, taking it slow and building up her stamina. A few weeks later, something amazing happened. Mary realized she wasn't getting as tired during the day. In fact, she found herself able to tend to her garden for hours without feeling completely drained. Her energy levels skyrocketed, and for the first time in years, she felt truly strong and capable again. So, what can we learn from Mary's story? The lesson here is that consistent, light exercise like walking or yoga can make a huge difference. It doesn't have to be intense, and you don't need to run a marathon. What matters is getting your body moving regularly. Walking just 20 to 30 minutes a day can boost your energy, improve your mood, and help you stay physically stable as you age. Here's something to think about. How often do you notice yourself feeling fatigued or out of breath doing everyday activities? Are you pushing yourself too hard by not giving your body a chance to get moving in a way that supports your health? Mary's story is a reminder that we don't need to accept fatigue as part of getting older. If you're tired all the time, it could mean that your body is telling you to get more active. The good news is that the solution is simple. Walking, stretching, or even gentle yoga can be a game changer for your energy levels. When you make time to move, even if it's just a short walk after breakfast, you're giving your body the chance to thrive. Think about the last time you took a walk. How did you feel afterward? Energized? Refreshed? Or did you feel more drained? If you're still unsure about whether you should be exercising, just remember that taking small steps can lead to big changes. Try starting with something simple like a 10-minute walk and slowly increase it over time. You'll be surprised at how much better you feel, both physically and mentally. Now, let's talk about you. Do you have a regular exercise routine? Or do you find it hard to get started? Everyone has their own unique way of staying active, and I'd love to hear what works for you. Drop a comment below and let us know what kind of exercise you enjoy the most. Maybe it's something as simple as stretching or taking a stroll around the block. We're all in this together, and by sharing our stories, we can all encourage each other to stay healthy, no matter our age. But before we go, let me leave you with one final thought. The more you move, the more your body will thank you. It's not about pushing yourself to extremes. It's about staying consistent and honoring your body. So, let's get out there and keep moving. Your energy, your health, and your future self will thank you. I look forward to reading your comments and hearing all about how you stay active. And remember, if you've enjoyed today's tips, don't forget to hit the like button, share this video with someone who might benefit from it, and subscribe for more tips on living a long, healthy life. Sign number 2, healthy social connections. Have you ever wondered how much your relationships and social life impact your health? The truth is, your social connections are far more important than we often give them credit for, especially as we age. As we get older, it's easy to isolate ourselves. We might feel like we don't have the energy to keep up with the demands of socializing, or maybe we feel like we're losing touch with friends and family. But I want you to stop and think about this for a moment. When was the last time you truly connected with someone, not just through a text or a quick phone call, but face-to-face? Do you make time for meaningful social interactions? Let me tell you about Jack, a 78-year-old gentleman I know. Jack had spent the last few years living alone after his wife passed away. He found himself withdrawing from social events, thinking that he didn't have much to offer anymore. He spent most of his days watching TV or reading books, but something always felt missing. One day, his daughter invited him to a weekly coffee group she had started with some of her neighbors. Jack wasn't thrilled about it at first. He didn't think he'd have anything in common with people so much younger than him. But when he finally gave it a chance, something incredible happened. He started laughing more, sharing stories from his past, and learning about the lives of the other people in the group. They began to talk about everything, from gardening tips to memories of childhood. And something started to shift for Jack. He realized just how much these connections were improving his mood and his overall sense of well-being. Within a few weeks, Jack found himself looking forward to the coffee group every week. His daughter even noticed a change in him. He seemed more energetic, and he was walking with more pep in his step. Jack didn't realize at the time, but by reintroducing social connections into his life, he was improving his mental health, which also positively impacted his physical health. Here's the lesson to take from Jack's story. We are social creatures, and human connection plays a significant role in our overall health and longevity. Research has shown that people who have strong social networks live longer, healthier lives. It's not just about keeping busy or having people around. It's about engaging in meaningful, fulfilling relationships. Whether it's with family, friends, or even community groups, your connections give you a sense of purpose and belonging, which can lower stress, boost your immune system, and even help prevent chronic diseases. So, ask yourself this. How often do you reach out to those around you? Are you finding ways to connect with loved ones, or are you letting distance, both physical and emotional, create separation? Even if it's just a short phone call or meeting a friend for a cup of coffee, these small interactions can make a huge difference. I know it can be tough, especially when life gets busy or you're feeling a little isolated. But remember, socializing doesn't always mean big events or parties. It's the little moments, the chats over the phone, or a walk with a friend that can keep us emotionally and physically healthy. If you haven't already, I challenge you to reach out to someone today. Maybe it's a friend you haven't spoken to in a while, or a neighbor you haven't seen lately. Start small, but make it a habit. You'll be amazed at how just a little social interaction can boost your mood and energy. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Do you have a group or a friend you connect with regularly? How do you keep your social life active? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if you're finding it hard to stay socially connected, let's talk about it. Maybe we can come up with some creative ways to help each other stay engaged. Before we finish today's video, let me leave you with this. Never underestimate the power of a good conversation, a shared laugh, or a simple "how are you?" The more we connect, the stronger we become, mentally and physically. So, make time for your relationships, because those connections are truly what help us live longer, healthier lives. I can't wait to hear your stories in the comments. Don't forget to like this video if you've enjoyed it, share it with a friend who might need this reminder, and subscribe for more tips on living your best, longest life. Sign number 3, maintaining a healthy diet. Have you ever heard the saying, "You are what you eat"? Well, it turns out there's a lot of truth in that statement, especially when it comes to living a long and healthy life. The food you put into your body can have a massive impact on your health, not just today, but for years to come. As we age, our nutritional needs change, and it becomes even more important to choose foods that support our longevity and overall well-being. However, the temptation of comfort foods or eating out of habit can often lead us down a path of poor nutrition. Have you noticed how sometimes you might grab a quick snack without thinking much about it? Or maybe you don't feel like preparing a full meal. It happens to all of us, but if we want to live long, healthy lives, paying attention to our diet is key. Let me tell you about Susan, a 68-year-old woman I know, who was always the life of any party. But when it came to her health, she had a bit of a challenge. For years, Susan ate whatever she felt like: chips, cookies, soda, you name it. She thought she was fine because she didn't have any immediate health problems. But a few years ago, Susan started noticing some troubling signs. She had more joint pain than usual, felt tired often, and even noticed some weight gain, which made it harder for her to get around. One day, her daughter, who is a nutritionist, sat her down and gave her some tough love. She explained how important it was for Susan to rethink her diet if she wanted to continue enjoying her life to the fullest. Susan was resistant at first. She loved her comfort foods, but she decided to give it a try. She swapped out her usual snacks for fresh fruits, veggies, and whole grains. She added more lean proteins, like chicken and fish, and began drinking more water instead of sugary sodas. Within just a few months, Susan felt a remarkable difference. She had more energy, the joint pain reduced, and even her mood improved. The weight started to come off too, and she was able to walk and move around with much more ease. She was able to get back to gardening and hiking, two of her favorite hobbies, which she had nearly given up on. Susan's story shows us that it's never too late to start taking care of our bodies, and that our diet plays a huge role in our quality of life and longevity. The lesson here is clear. The food we eat can either support or hinder our health. A diet full of processed foods, sugars, and unhealthy fats can increase the risk of chronic conditions like diabetes, heart disease, and obesity, all of which can shorten our lifespan. On the other hand, a balanced diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats can help us stay strong, energized, and disease-free as we age. So what does a healthy diet look like? It's not about counting calories or restricting yourself from the foods you love, but rather about making mindful choices that nourish your body. Here are some key steps you can take to improve your diet and support your longevity. Increase fruits and vegetables. Aim for a variety of colors on your plate. The more colorful your food, the more vitamins and minerals you're getting. Choose whole grains. Brown rice, quinoa, whole wheat bread, and oats are great options. These foods provide fiber that helps with digestion and overall health. Include lean proteins. Chicken, fish, beans, and legumes are excellent choices to support muscle health and keep your body strong. Healthy fats. Olive oil, avocados, and nuts are packed with healthy fats that can support brain and heart health. Stay hydrated. Water is essential for every part of your body to function properly. Aim to drink plenty of water throughout the day, and try to limit sugary drinks. I know it can be challenging to make big changes, especially if you've been used to eating a certain way for a long time. But remember, even small changes add up. Start with one healthy swap a day. Perhaps replace one sugary snack with a piece of fruit, or try a new veggie at dinner. The key is consistency. If you're still unsure about what to include in your diet, I recommend consulting with a nutritionist or healthcare provider to tailor a plan that works for you. But whatever you do, make sure to start today, because the sooner you begin making healthier choices, the sooner you'll feel the benefits. I'd love to know, what healthy foods do you enjoy eating? Have you noticed a difference in how you feel when you eat better? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share with a friend, and subscribe for more tips on living a long, healthy life. Let's make this change together. Your future self will thank you. Remember these key signs to help predict and improve your lifespan. Maintaining physical stability, building strong social connections, and eating a healthy diet. With small changes each day, you can absolutely live a long, healthy, and happy life. As I've shared, you don't have to wait for others to respect you. You can inspire yourself and others by taking care of your health every single day. It's the simple, consistent choices that can make the biggest difference over time. So, take a moment to reflect. How are you caring for yourself right now? What small step can you take today to improve your health for tomorrow? Don't wait for the perfect moment. Start now. And if you found this video helpful, share it with your loved ones. Let's all take action together to live better lives. Don't forget to hit that follow button so you won't miss out on more tips and advice in the future. Here's to your long, healthy, and fulfilling life. You got this.